Hello, this is Mr. Lopez, wishing everyone a happy day today. Hope everyone's doing well. We are looking at 18.6, reviewing your daily task assessment and your homework and practice before you take your Think Central online quiz. So this was a fairly quick lesson here. We're going to be looking at analyzing the questions that they're asking you. And again, here they're asking you to fill in the bubble of the correct answer choice. And again, which container would you use to measure the amount of liquid in milliliters? So again, look at the size of the objects that they give you here, and again, the spoon would be the one here. Which containers has the greatest liquid volume when filled? So you have to look at a pitcher, a mug, a bottle cap. Of course, it can be a bottle cap, and a bucket would be your right answer here. So you have to look at these A, B, C, and D. Said if the liquid in two bottles are poured into another container, so they're going to pour it into another container. That's the key there. Okay. Which two will have the least combined liquid volume? Which two will have the least combined? Okay. So if the liquid in two of the bottles are poured into another container, okay, which one will have the least? So if you put these two together, look at the volume. You only have this empty here. And look at what you have empty here. So your answer would be C and D. Those two would have the least volume when put together. And the Texas Prep question is, here are the bottles of tea. Which bottle has a liter of tea? Well, these are all liter bottles. Which one is the one that's full? It's bottle M. I know these are very easy for you. You guys are way too smart for this one. But I still have to go through it before you take your quiz. Hopefully you worked on the experiment here. Oops. So again, here are your answers for your 18.6 homework and practice section. Oops. Okay, what's going on? Okay, give me a minute. Looks like it's stalling here on me. So I'm going to pause this real quick until I can get it. There it is. It's not working with me right now. Let me pause it real quick. Okay, every time I say pause, it pops up. Okay, so here it is. Let's take a look real quick before it stops again. So we're looking at which would you use to measure the capacity? Right, milliliter or liter. So to measure this would be a milliliter. To measure this would be a liter. And you get the idea of what the larger the object. This one got some people last time because they said, well, I'm going to use a liter. But remember, look, it's a cup. It's a cup. You're still using milliliters. So we got the answers for questions 7, 8, and 9. So what if you poured 1 liter of water, and knowing that this one is 1 liter, because they say that, okay? Container A is full when 1 liter of water is poured. So if they fill this one up, that's 1 liter. That's the key there, okay? That's the key to know. That's 1 liter. Describe the way the water. What if you poured 1 liter of water into container C? Well, what would happen? Even though container C is the same length, the same height as container A, container C is thinner, so the water would overflow. That's what you have to be able to visualize. So the next one, which container would hold about half of the water as in container D? So which one will hold about half? This one, well, we look at these. This one can't be it. You have to look at letter E. If you look at letter E, it's kind of about the same height. It's the same height, and it looks like it's, if you divide this one in half, it's about the same. The two equal parts. So your answer is E. Number 9, for which containers would you use milliliters to measure the liquid? And this one should be an easy one here, milliliters. Okay. Your possible with C and E, you would use to measure. You will use milliliters to measure. Okay. Because you know they're smaller. Possible explanation: C and E are smaller or thinner than A, which holds 1 liter. Okay, so this one holds 1 liter, so you're going to know, well, I can't use 1 liter to measure these, so I have to use milliliters. That's what you have to come out of that. So the next one, which container has the least amount of liquid? So again, you have to visualize these. You have to visualize them. Which container would you use to measure the amounts of liquid? Which container would you use to use a liter to measure the amount of liquid? A liter. Yes, and if you look at this one, that is a liter. If you have any small children at home, you see this a lot. Or you have children that require the water bottles. You have all those a lot. So the next one, 12, the bottles of liquid are all liter bottles. Which amount of liquid would fill a juice glass? So these are all liter bottles. Which one would you fill a juice glass? Well, again, we have to visualize the glass. And your best choice would have been this one, because this is half of the liter. You know the glass is less than that. And 13, if the liquid in 2 of the containers is poured into another container, which 2 will have the greatest combined liquid? So which 2 would you combine to have the greatest volume? Yes, it'd be E and F. Because you put these two together, and it will have the greatest volume. Each of the containers has a capacity of 1 liter. If the liquid in 2 of the containers is poured into another container, which 2 will have a combined volume of 1 liter? So you have to look to see which ones. Look at, if I put A and B together, that's a little bit too much. If I put C and D, that's going to give me the 1 liter. Okay. So that is the review for 18.6. That reviews what we had to cover today. It's a quick one. I hope everyone did very well. And if you have any questions or concerns, please be sure to ask me during the live sessions. Good luck in your quiz.